Just wanted to do a 3 o'clock, 3:30, whatever the heck time it is, update. So far, we are doing well. The storm is now hitting us a little bit earlier than initially anticipated. So looks like what appeared to be originally set for a 2 a.m. or so landfall. It looks like now we are seeing this thing sometime around the hours of 6 to 7 o'clock. The rain bands are definitely picking up in our area. The wind is substantially getting stronger. Obviously, totally normal as this thing approaches. But everybody's calm. We are all doing well. Ava and Brooke have been taking it easy. But this is it. So figured, you know what? Let me go back live here to give everyone an update while this dude goes to the bathroom one final time before the hurricane makes landfall. But as you can see, everything is still fairly calm. Again, prayers, thoughts to anyone involved in the path of this storm. I mean, it is a super, super dangerous storm that's headed our direction. At this point, it doesn't look like any parts of the state of Florida is safe. I think I read somewhere, and again, please double check my numbers, and if I'm wrong or right, you can drop those in the comments below. But I believe that someone said that there's been over 70 tornadoes that have touched down throughout the state of Florida already this afternoon. I don't know about you guys, but I will take a hurricane over a tornado any day of the week. But you know, again, it's just crazy to think how people that are that far from the coast are also being impacted by this storm. And from what I saw also, this thing is supposed to like come in through Florida or through our area as a Cat 3, and then it's supposed to exit as a Cat 1. And, you know, I feel for a lot of the people that own homes, especially in the center part of the state or the middle of the state, as, you know, they are typically older homes. They are surprisingly in more areas that are prone to inland flooding. And those homes and those structures out there are just not built, obviously, to the same level as what we have. You know, if you go through like areas like Arcadia or Mayaca, like those are older homes and they're just not built to withstand, you know, some of the winds that these newer constructions are built to withstand. So again, my heart goes out to any of those families that are in the past that are impacted. After the storm passes, if there is anything whatsoever we can do to help someone in need, please just let us know. Don't be afraid of reaching out, because you know what, it's times like this where we all just have to unite and stand together and just, you know, help where we can. So but you guys can see it now. I mean, I am so glad this dude here decided to finally go for a walk. I was a little concerned that he was going to sit by the door right as the hurricane peaked in our area. But as you can see, the wind is certainly picking up out here. Go ahead. You can go in. Go ahead, buddy. Go in. I'm like, do we go in the house and do this live? But I just remembered, like, everything from outside is inside the garage or in our living area. So I kid you not, guys. I mean, I feel like every time I go inside and sit down, I feel like I'm in an episode of Hoarders Buried Alive, because there is just so much crap inside the home. But obviously, you got to do what you got to do. Thank you, Domingo. Totally appreciate it. Let's see. Billy, what's going on, man? How are you? Yep, we are doing everything. We've done, I should say, not doing, but we've done everything we could to stay safe. So, I mean, our whole house is boarded up. So, you know, we are ready to go for this thing. I'm just happy that it is coming earlier than, or sooner than later, because with Ian, we didn't even get the winds in this area. And let me tell you something. It is a whole new ball game when all you hear is the sound of just like wind and just things flying. And because it's dark, you can't see a thing. So at least with this one here, I don't know, call me crazy, but coming in early around the hours of 7 o'clock, I don't know about you guys, but I feel more confident of this hurricane hitting us in the daytime or early evening part of the day as opposed to the overnight hours. But I'm going to try to go live as much as I can. I did try to get our camera system to integrate with OBS Studio so that I can show you guys a live feed of the neighborhood. But the problem we're having right now is that service in our area is not the greatest right now. We did lose some Wi-Fi for a short period of time, but it all seems to have come back. But inside the house, we literally now have no cell phone service whatsoever. And, you know, I'm assuming it's probably because of the cloud coverage, the storms, and everything else. So that's impacting the wireless signal. But like I said, we're doing what we can. Plan on doing a little TV watching. Fortunately, the thunderstorms in our area have been very, very minimal during this, well, at least for the time being, which is huge. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, even though 70 plus tornadoes apparently have touched down in the state, we have not had one tornado warning here just yet. Man, that was a nice gust. So just keep us in your thoughts and prayers. I will update you guys here shortly. I'll do it from the inside of the house. Obviously, I'm not coming back out here until after the storm passes. But yeah, man, if you are in the area, if you are in the path of this thing, stay safe. And for those of you guys that are not in the area, please, please continue to keep Floridians in your mind or in your thought, I should say, while we go through this difficult, challenging time. So just for those of you guys that are new to the channel, I see there's a couple of you guys that are watching right now. We are literally in the Manatee County / Sarasota County line, about 15 to 18 miles from the coast. And as of right now, obviously with these things, anything can happen. If there's anything we learned from Ian was everybody thought this hurricane was going to hit Sarasota, and it ended up devastating Fort Myers. But as of right now, we are still in the direct path of the storm. The current wind that I saw has this storm coming in at about 130 miles per hour, meaning the wind intensity is 130 miles per hour. The storm is moving at 17 miles per hour, so it should slow down a little bit. The wind intensity, at least since we're 15 miles or so inland, but we are still expected to have sustained winds of about anywhere in the neighborhood of 110 to 120. So still pretty powerful. There's still going to be a ton of damage in the area. Again, thoughts and prayers for all of you guys that are in the path. And clearly, like I mentioned earlier, if you know anyone that's in need of anything after the storm passes, please let us know. We all have to help each other. So that is all I have in terms of an update. As you can see, it's not quite a beach day out here today, but seriously, a lot of you guys have reached out. A lot of you guys have commented on our, oh, I didn't even realize I wasn't even looking at the thing. A lot of you guys have reached out. A lot of you guys have commented on some of our videos and such, you know, wishing us well. We totally appreciate all of you guys for that. And like I said, we'll try to keep you all updated initially. You know, I wanted to do these updates for my family because it's the easiest way for us to just spread the message without having to text or call a million people. So that's why we're doing this. But, you know, if you're watching, again, you know, we really, really appreciate every single one of you guys. So I'll be back sometime around the hours of 5:30 or so as this things get closer, or it gets inches closer, to give you guys an update. But like I said, this will be my last outdoor update. I'll try to see if I can get some clips from our security system and upload those as well, so that you guys can kind of see what's happening outside, because I am not walking out here in the middle of the storm. So thanks again for the love and support, and we'll catch up with you guys shortly.